then I will be able to take it over from you. Alrighty, and we should be live. You keep staring, sweet.
Staring away.
Stare away, stare away.
Try not to get sticky fingers.
No, I'll just try and get this for you on here. There you go. So I'm going to put some gloves on. Hello, who is watching? Welcome to Sharon from Vivid Days. You can see my wonderful Neil stirring my resin while I glove up.
Evening all.
Evening all. Thank you to whoever has had the time. I'm hoping that my internet is going to be working beautifully with you. Just holler, let me know who's here. So Neil is going to be, is it a compere? Is that what you're going to be if you're talking to them? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, I can take over that now. So I'm just going to wing it a bit tonight. Neil's going to do the best to try and relay any conversations or questions or requests. The resin I am using this evening is Resin 8. So this one has 2 to 3 minutes stirring time. It does say 15 minutes working time, but I've been able to push this to at least 30 minutes, 20 minutes. But let's see if the resin gods are kind to us. I am going to be doing 3 little ones. One's going to have a black base, white base, and I've just got a blue. I am going to try and use the Stone Coat base tint, which is white and black. And I have here the Colour Cottage pigment, which is sapphire blue and seaside blue. I'm going to try a little bit of this gold. Gold is not necessarily my little embellishment, but I'm going to go with it, and that's the Decor on one. And then in this one, super excited, got some beautiful Lorez pigments to have a go with. So this one is called Brightest Orange. Super excited. Oh, my board's a little bit tacky there. Lucky Green, just look at that. And I'm hoping that those are going to complement each other so beautifully. And also the Purple Gold. So never worked with Lorez. If I've been honest, Susan Danks from Lorez, I think I had my first resin crush. So she was one of the first people that I used to watch YouTube a lot. So to know that I'm finally getting my hands on some of these pigments, never worked with them before, so I apologise if I get it wrong, but I will do my best. But I'm going to try and ground these colours here, maybe with a little bit of bronze, which is Decor on. And again, I might change my mind. I'm Sharon, I digress, but I also change my mind. So you know me well, people. And then in this last board here, I'm going to use Resin Art, which is the Luster Pigments, which is the Purple Sapphire, Blue Moon, and the Decor on Fuchsia. So I'm going to try and mix it up a little bit, and I'm going to try on these ones potentially, one doing a swipe, one doing a puddle pour, and one doing whatever I feel like, hence the title. So feel free to shoot away any questions, whether you want to know anything about me. I'm not the master guru at resin. I'm still learning this medium, been working with it about a year, but I love to learn as I go. And I love to share with other people where I create. I normally work with oils and acrylics, and I've just started acrylic fluid out, which is really pushing me out of my comfort zone. So let me work on this bad boy to start with, which is going to be a clear base, working with some resin arts and this fuchsia. Bear with me while I robe up and start doing this, but feel free to ask along the way. So who do I have on here, Neil?
Right, we've got Joyce, we have Ben Libner, Wellington, Khalil, Deborah, Pandora, Karen, Grayson, Debbie. I do apologise, that appears to be Arabic. I'm not sure, I can't pronounce that. Marilyn, Mary, oh, and Helly's Abstract Art.
Ah, hello. If you don't mind, let me know what countries you're for. That would be super helpful.
I can help there. Ohio. We've got Brazil. We've got Spain, Minnesota, Northern Manitoba, Batavia, We have Springfield in Missouri.
That's beautiful.
Oh, Algeria has just joined us.
Welcome. It's so beautiful to know that.
And Kent.
And Kent. Hey!
North Carolina, California.
Wow.
USA.
It just blows my mind how this art community, whether you are a creator of art or a lover of art, just share and are willing to support people from all over the world and share stories. It's brilliant. So I'm going to apply a little bit of clear resin. The reason, if you've watched any of my videos or if you've worked with resin, the reason you put a little bit of clear on is, one, it helps the movement of your pigments, but it also helps create some amazing effects. And normally I use the silicone cake cups, have I said that right? But they're being used on another piece, so underneath I've just got my cups that I have leveled out to make sure that resin is not going to roll everywhere. So I've put my clear on now, and I'm just going to apply some, and I will show you the, oh, here she goes, getting all sticky again. I will show you the colours as I mix them and try and show you. And I'm curious to know, has anybody managed to work with the resin art pigment yet?
And we've got Lisa Wyatt Art, my best medicine, from Kentucky.
Nice. It's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy when you're mixing and trying to talk out loud.
It's a shame we can't translate. I feel rather rude, but one of the people it's come across as script language, and I just cannot read that. So apologies, whoever that is.
So this one is...
Hiya, Vicky.
Hello, is the Blue Moon. So this is the one that I got super excited about yesterday. This one's the resin art, and it's hard to describe just the richness and the depth in colour in this one, and that beautiful, almost like a black and purple that come through in it. It's just stunning, and they are probably one of the most forgiving pigments I've worked with to date. You can really push them, blend them together, but their colours still seem to separate and come true. Oh god, this is going to be an amazing one. I'm not going to try and create or sculpt an actual image. It's all just going to be abstracts and feelings. Look at that one. Now that one is, again, let me repeat it, it's the purple sapphire. It's just a joy to the eye, and I'm hoping that if I leave some of this blue showing through, I'm hoping that's just going to complement these colours beautifully. And as I rotate them through, apologies that I'll be using the heat gun. It will make some noise, so I'll try and warn you before I do it on, just in case you've got sensitive ears. And this one is the Decorum one, and that is called the Fuchsia. So I'm hoping that you're able to see these colours and getting a good feeling for them. And any pigments that I do have left, I've got some spare boards ready, and I can plonk them all on together. And I have put some baking paper underneath. Now, you probably are all aware of this. You can use silicone mats or baking paper. What that does is, if you have any drip-offs, your resin creates like skins that you do for acrylic art, and you can pull that off and use them. So I am Sharon, and I am digressing, but I am now going to add...
Well, Rena's just missed the beginning. She was asking what resin it is. It's Resin 8, isn't it?
It is. It's Resin 8. I am not too sure if you've used that one before. It's got a fairly fast curing time. I'm only new to this one, but I am enjoying learning. So you've got to sort of work a little bit quick, but I kind of like that. So I am not too sure if my things are in the way, so I'll move them out of the way.
Hello to BSA 1996 from Chicago. Snowing today.
Snowing. Ooh. We escaped it this year, didn't we, Neil?
Yeah, it wasn't snowed in this year.
Wow.
It's because we weren't trying to go away anywhere.
Yeah, last year it was awful. It was Neil's big 50 birthday, and I'd planned a surprise getaway to France. And we don't normally get snow down a Hampshire way, but for some reason it snowed and Neil never got away for his birthday.
No, shut down every airport in the UK. We weren't going anywhere.
So what I'm going to do now is I've just put some on loosely, no rhyme or reason. I'm just now going to get the heat gun on there, blow it around, see what that does, see how much colour applied on there. If I quite like it, I'll leave it and then maybe add some flowers or something like a little touch on there. If not, we'll start again. So this is where it's like for me in the studio. I just work with colours unless I'm specifically doing a beach or a bird, and then I just see what the resin's telling me and I work with it, and I might scrap some of these colours and add different colours. It's all a feeling. Could break out in song now, but not. So apologies for the noise. It's on low at the minute. It is going to crank up, so if you do need to turn the volume down, I understand that. I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. Shift the other stuff out of the way. So I'm just going to let that cool down a little bit. If you work with resin already, you'll know that you have to not overheat it. And I leave it a little bit just to see what the resin is going to do. But I've just noticed there's a few gaps there, so I'm just adding a little bit of clear on top of it. And I will need to get my little torch out and just get rid of those bubbles. I do love the blending of these colours. What I don't like is I'm not really a lover of the fuchsia with these two colours. However, as it's blending with that dark blue, it's creating a nice contrast. But here it's getting light, so just to put, I'm just going to crack some bubbles. Oh, bubbles.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
You did no idea.
No.
Neil's not necessarily in the studio with me much, so if I start talking jargon, he might not really understand what I'm doing. I'm going to probably look at getting two cameras so that you can have a close-up look at what I'm doing as well as I'm playing. But I really do love the contrast here. So I'm sensing that I might try and keep that, but I might come in and try and manipulate the resin and colours. But I'm just going to add a little bit more of that resin over here, trying to be mindful not to ruin it. But I am curious that if I was to do a little flip cup on there, what would that do? I think it might just take over. I'm talking out loud, people. This is what you see in me in my creative space. Just going to see what's going to happen because I'm mindful of just seeing what effects I can create. I'm very mindful that I've got to move on to the other piece as well before the resin, and then maybe. So this is just a little stick. It's something that I like to use. It's equivalent to what I would call a paintbrush, and just by dragging it through or clear, you can create different effects and depth. And then I do this sometimes to help me understand what kind of an image I can turn this into. I think it's just a way while I'm thinking of what I'm going to be doing, what kind of effects can I create. And I'm starting to see the colours that work that I'm happy with or not, or vice versa.
If you're wondering what stick it is a kebab stick that mysteriously went missing from my kitchen.
Alright, so.
Hi, I'm Monica Creativities from Alberta.
Oh, hello.
Oh, and Tina's just joined us.
Oh, hello. Is it, which Tina is it? There's a few that. Tina is struggling. Tina P, we'll go with that.
Tina P.
So I'm going to add a tiny little cup here. You can reuse these over and over again, just give them a white with alcohol. Trying to control it, but I really do love this colour here. But I'm just wondering if I put a little flip cup underneath, is it going to give me any special effects or sell? It might not. But at the end of the day, it's just resin and we're here to have a little bit of fun. That's what I say. What do you say, Neil?
Yep, bit of fun and a little drink.
Oh yeah, yeah. Neil.
I've got my can ready.
Sometimes when I'm doing these, I tend to only add 2 or 3 colours at the very most because I try not to muddy it. But we'll see how that goes. This is where you're supposed to entertain the guests, Neil.
Sorry, I was having me Let me drink. But Tina P does work for Tina, which is good. Thank you.
Tina need a pee.
As I've probably just slaughtered your surname, I do apologise.
So,
Procaccini.
just going to leave that a little bit of time to come here. And I'm just going to try and work here because I really don't like this bit here. The good thing is I can just swipe it off. It's like a magic stick sometimes. You see something, you don't like it, and then you think, right, I'm coming in with this magic stick. I like it. And for people that don't know me or my channel, these little swirls that I'm doing tend to be a signature of mine. They're a common practice. And that's because it helps blend. It keeps some of your colours true. But it just adds a nice little feature. I think maybe I've got a thing about circles that repeat.
You don't do it anywhere in particular? Just
no,
wherever you feel like it.
Down there I just did it because I didn't like this particular part here or here. I do love this. This looks like it's floated on water, like some kind of sea creature.
I actually really like that plain blue background.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
It just really stands up. So my problem is, and I don't know what your problem is, if you have any problems as an artist, is sometimes when knowing when to stop and not overworking things.
Hiya, Rusty.
Hey, Rusty. Glad you could make it. Thank you for everybody for spending time with us. Really, really appreciate it. Been really enjoying the support. It's been really nice getting to know a few UK people as well, because there's a high amount of people that love resin in America, and I'm sure in the UK, but I'm still building up those networks. So I think this has had long enough. I'm going to pull it up, and I don't know, can they see this clear enough, Neil? Do you need to zoom in? Just look at that, just exquisite colour coming out there. Sometimes just the appreciation of colour.
You can try to zoom in if you want, but I reckon that's
You might ruin it.
looking alright.
Alright, what I'm doing now is I'm just going to torch it, get rid of some more bubbles that are coming up, and then I might just leave it for a little bit and see what's happening. You are best leaving the resin until it's about to cure before you sculpt anything that you want to keep, otherwise it's going to keep moving and you're going to get very upset and frustrated. But what I enjoy currently, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a very dark shade of blue that is separating the purple before the blue, so it's adding a lot of natural depth. There's a lot of nice shine in here. So while this is not done, but while it's left like this, I'm going to just see what happens. And now I'm going to start mixing up the colours here, because remember, my resin 8 does not want to wait. I mean, I'm a poet and I didn't know it.
That's fantastic.
But I'm just going to see and leave that. Bear with me, people, while we start mixing the other colours. Anybody got any questions or want to know anything? Like, no, we're all happy just watching you, Sharon.
Yeah, there's a bit of delay on this.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, this is the one where I am going to use a little bit of the stone coat as the base. And I'm going to see what happens with that. Move these colours out of the way. And I'm going to start with the black. I had every intentions of... I'm going to twist that around just to make sure I don't lose things. So those swirls have already come off, so I'll leave that here. And I'm going to keep touching it. I keep saying I'm leaving it, but I'm not. And add a little bit of clear here. And then I'm going to come in with a black base, and then we'll do some quick swipes. While this is carrying on spreading out and doing what it wants to do with its colour. Should really remember to take my bracelet off. You know,
yeah, it's getting kind of close, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Alright. So, with this stone coat... Oh, sorry?
No, you're going to do that one in the corner there, or are you going to swap those around?
I am going to do the one in the corner.
Okay.
Is that alright? Okay,
yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. I'll,
I just want to keep my eye on this one, because this one's probably going to need a lot of looking after. So I'm going to try the stone coat in the back here. Now, this is the first time I'm really working with it, and what I've taken away from Artist Still Deaf channel and other channels that use this is not to overdo the amount that you do use, and not to overheat it. So I'm going to come in with some, and I am going to heat it a little bit and then let it cool down, and then I'm going to add some of those pigments and then try a swipe. Oh, this little beauty is still working its magic. You're going to struggle, aren't you, keeping up with me while I'm multitasking?
Monica's creativity is asking, what do you do with these rounds after? Do you display them on a plate stand or a wall or something?
These ones, it's a really great question. It depends. On some of them I add them to backings of thicker boards and put the colour schemes behind them so it just frames it. And then on some of them they can go on little easels. Are you looking at the colours?
Yeah.
You can't see it, I don't think, from that. Yeah, well, I might be able to get a rose out of it. So I might have put too much black in here, but we'll see. And sometimes with these rounds you can just leave them as they are. Just stand it on your mantelpiece. Alrighty. So I am going to use my silicone little swiper. It's what hairdressers use. You alright there, Neil?
Yeah, I zoomed in, so you're just showing them a handle.
Am I? We need to get our cameras set up. We need to get a couple, and I'm going to do a few more lives. If my nerves can deal with it, we'll do it. If I hand you that, can you clean that with the baby wipes?
I can do that.
Alright, I'm going to add the pigments here, but I'm just thinking I might. You alright there?
Yeah, I'm all good. Trying to keep your fingers from going sticky.
Alright, so this one is the colour Cottage, and it's the Seaside Blue. Don't know if you've noticed, but that has spread quite far out now. There's a few little cells and webbing, but there's just a beautiful, almost looks like a, it's going to sound really strange, but to me a beetle with a head crawling across something.
Yep, that sounds pretty weird to me. You're right.
You just have no vision, Morley. No vision. Why have I chose the Seaside Blue? I don't know, I was just feeling it. So this is the one that's got almost like a peacock green to me. Tinge of blue, tinge of green, quite shimmery and pearlescence depending on where you are looking at it. The Sapphire Blue is just a beautiful deep blue. So I'm just going to apply a few dots, swipe it with gold, and then see what happens. But I think what I might do, so that's the Sapphire Blue, Seaside Blue. Are you all greasy there, sweetheart?
I am. I'm going to stick to my keyboard when I go back to it.
Sorry, I'm nurturing my little purple beetle there, just having a look at it. So, Sapphire Blue. It's not too dissimilar to the Colour Cottage, although that's not Colour Cottage, resin. Oh my word, art resin. Resin art, art
We'll
resin, resin art. Say it enough and then I'll get the ribbon right. So a little bit of gold. Now I've not done swiping much before. So this is going to be interesting. Is it going to work? Is it not? I don't know. Let's have
Monica's saying she thinks pastes work better for cells.
Oh, does she?
Well, questioning.
Oh. Genuinely do not know. I've never been a chaser or a lover of cells myself personally, but they do look beautiful out there. But I'm just going to give it a go now and have a little go. When looking at Artist Till Death's channel, they do amazing lives all the time, full of so much knowledge. They talk about this, and there's quite a few other artists out there that talk about it, so I just wanted to give it a go and see if it's going to work for me. If not, and I might try and find my own sort of way. So I need to torch this bad boy.
And Monica wants to see if it works for you as well.
Wish me luck. Wish me luck.
But she is loving the process.
I just wish I had a camera so you could see these beautiful details that are coming out there. It must just look like a purple marshmallow to you guys at the minute. Alright, torching it, heating it. I have to do this to light my current oh gosh, blowtorch, because I've got a brand new one that Neil got me for Christmas. There's a beautiful gold one, but I refuse to use it yet because we're about to move into our new home in a few weeks, and I've got a room in there that's going to be my art studio. So I want to keep everything new for then. So in the meantime, I'm sticking with lighting it and playing it that way. All right, so the black's down. I'm going to add. Now, I'm not too sure how chunky I need to make this, so I feel that I'm going to need a decent swipe. So I'm going to go up the middle. Slowly. And I might need to do it two sides, not too sure, but it's fun experimenting on live TV.
Nothing like a bit of pressure.
Nothing like a bit of pressure. Let's see what these two blues are going to look like together if I had a like that little bit of pinch of gold. Is it going to really complement these colours? I don't know, but the great thing is I'm going to have a lot of resin left, so I can bring a big board in, slap every colour that I've got left on a board, heat it together, and probably magic will work. I tell you, that's when I genuinely seem to do some of my best work, when I just don't care and throw it on. So I just need a hint of gold. I don't think I need too much. That's quite restrained for me, Neil, isn't it? It is. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. I hope you're going to wish me some luck. All right. I don't even know if the size of the paper that I'm dragging is going to sort of work. So, oh, you can definitely see cells coming there.
That's how you get cells, is it?
Well, I don't know. I'm learning now.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So what I might need to do is add other colours, I think, because I might be able to get cells, but I might not end up with an image. So, oh.
Ooh, Angie's Art Studio. Hiya.
Hello. So I might bring this close. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. This is an experiment for me. I don't know if you can see there, but there are definitely some cells there. Not a huge amount. They'll keep forming. But that colour that pops from the black is actually quite pretty. So I'm going to add a few more of those on now. I know it works, but hoping that I've left enough black to
it's looking nice, actually.
Create an image. Now with these ones here, I'm not too stressed if they're not going to be perfect. It's all part of the experiment. We're also connecting with your old very quickly torch. Apparently we don't want to heat it up too much. Get rid of the bubbles. But I don't know if you actually saw that.
Oh, Sophie's here. Hiya, Sophie.
Oh, is it our Sophie?
It is.
Hi, it's my niece Sophie. Yay! Your aunt's almost famous. Not. Alright, so I'm going to come back in and work on that because I absolutely do love those colours together. So I think what I have to do though is make sure. What?
Marie's on here as well.
Hey,
She wants to see if I'm
sister!
I'm going to go with a phallic tree again.
Oh, is she? No.
No, I'm not allowed on the artwork tonight.
It's nice to see family supporting family. So, I wish I could get my little sister on here. She's not really that young. You're getting old now, aren't you, sis? But she is actually a proper trained artist. Me, I just wing it, don't I, sis?
Ellie and Tina P both love it.
What, love the sisterly love or the art?
The art. It was before the sisterly love comments. As does Angie's Art Studio.
Now the question I've probably got from this is, are these cells going to stay? Are they going to disappear with movement? Am I applying enough? Should I apply less? So many questions to be answered, but I suppose all I'm going to know is by playing with it and learning with you all. I bet you'd leave it right there, Marie, wouldn't you? Ooh, okay, so I might try and swap these over.
Thanks, Marie.
What?
She says you're an okay artist, but I should be doing more.
Alright, I've only put that there because I want to see if you can get a better shot while it's here. And I am now going to just swipe. Swipe like there's no tomorrow. Oh, I think I dragged too much off there. I think I was a bit heavy-handed. Got a little bit excited. But we'll see. I think the idea is just to let it touch a little bit. And not let it get too much suction there. So I'm curious. I'm going to let that sit and sort of see what happens here. It's quite...
Where did you hear about using the greaseproof paper?
I didn't, I made that up myself.
Oh, there you go.
I think the Americans use something posher than me, but that's the only thing I could see, because you want something that's going to not absorb
Freezer
it.
paper.
Freezer
people
paper.
We're talking about,
Yeah.
which we don't get over here.
No. Alright, let me let this develop. Oh.
Hello, Irene from Greece.
Hello, Greece.
Oh, we can ask her information about
Oh, yeah.
the islands.
Yeah, we're looking at the best island to go to for our next holiday. Alright, so I'm tempted to let this one just develop now. I am loving some of the cells that are coming. I'm loving some of the depth, but I'm loving some of these bold colours that's here. So I want to see what's going to happen to that one now. So I'm just going to park this one over here, but I think I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more black at the edges here, where it's not, where I've probably attached my, I want to say oven paper, greaseproof paper, I don't know.
Rusty's saying it works good.
What the?
I assume the freezer paper.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same stuff. I'll have to look that up.
Sorry, I'm admiring my work, not because I think it's the best thing ever. I'm genuinely curious to see what is happening with this and am I getting any effects. I can see some natural little cells popping up, which you'd expect to get from clear resin under here coming through, but I am seeing a tiny little bit of lacing, and the colours I'm hoping are going to separate a little bit, but I'm just going to let that be and then see if I need to work on that anymore or just see what happens over time. But I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's got a beautiful colour together, in my opinion. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep, yeah, that's right. I'm getting some reflection on some of that.
Alright, this is where I might start to need your help, sweet. Moving them live without dropping them. Eek! Alright, coming back to this one now, and I'm going to see what I can do, because a lot of this has now disappeared. Okay?
Yep, sorry, I was just reading. Rusty was talking about Yupo or Yupo, I presume that is.
Oh, yeah, Yupo paper. That's what you use for alcohol inks, isn't it? So, I am looking at this now because as it's spread, it's turned into nothing. So I now need to see what I can do. Can I work any magic, people? Do you have faith in me? I'm not too sure if I've got it in myself with this one.
So freezer paper is greaseproof paper.
Ah, it's the same
There you go,
thing,
I've just looked it up. Now I've got to look up Yupo or Yupo.
Alright. I think you've just got another comment there. So, can I do anything with this? Not too sure. Let's have a little look. I might. See, I think I'm going to lose this. I'm more or less convinced I'm going to lose it. So, let's see if I can add 3 flowers. 1. Yes, you have to count with me. That's how it goes. That's where it is, Rusty, isn't it? If in doubt, do my magic swirls.
Irene says they have a lot of beautiful beaches in Greece.
They do.
Yes, you do.
It's one of my favourites.
That's the problem. We're having big trouble trying to decide where to go.
Alrighty.
Karen says you always work magic.
Oh, which Karen?
Karen Barton.
Oh, thank you, Karen. I don't know about always. Only the ones I allow you to see.
And Yupo paper is 100% polyurethane, waterproof and stain resistant.
Oh,
And extremely strong and durable.
oh,
There you go.
Oh, what a great advert.
Yeah. Made in the USA. See, I'm learning stuff.
You are. You're becoming a proper artist assistant.
And it's recyclable.
Not if you've got resin on it.
No, this is true.
Alright. Sorry, that part is, I wouldn't say painstaking, but it is a... now I'm just applying any colour. If in doubt, apply a colour.
Rusty's saying mix some white stone coat in a colour as well.
I am. I've got, if you let Rusty know, the next one, the board I'm going to be working on is the white stone coat. So is she saying, is Rusty saying that if you apply it directly to a colour, you'll get nap cells as well? This is so good. I think what we're going to do next time I do live is I'm going to get you all in here and you tell me what you want me to do. And then I can do it, show you, and then we're all learning together. It's just a beautiful world. It's the circle of life. Oh, come on.
So Tina P saying it's expensive to swipe with.
Yeah. Alright. So, this one now, again, is just setting. I'm going to leave it a little bit twisted because I don't want those falling off. I do want the three. And I will come in and do my swirls. And it might be that tonight I don't end up with a fantastic image, but I end up with a really good base for me to come back and do some embellishments. Now, that just doesn't seem level. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my stone coat white ready. I think you might need to get me that board ready now.
That board, there's about 50 here.
Yeah.
Which particular board are you pointing to?
I need a big board. Is that any clearer?
Where is it down?
No. I was thinking maybe that one there, but it'd need a bit of light sanding and a wipe down with a, yeah.
Okay. What, down for baby cloth?
Yeah, but sanding. I'm just thinking of, mind you,
Oh,
no,
just
I might
sanded.
that one there, and then underneath there's some A5 boards. So I've got all these beautiful colours, and I'm really curious if I stick them all on something at the end, can I get a piece of art out of there? Right, so this is the exciting one for me, which is sugar. Lorez. I've not used Lorez before. I'm super excited about this. I don't even want to get my containers covered in it. So this is the one I'm going to use the white base on. Then I'm going to do a similar exercise to what I've done here, but maybe apply more spotted colours and the white in between, and then give it a go. And let's see what we get. I have noticed though that the fumes that you get...
Oh, Tina P was asking why the stick's under there, but Helly's Abstract Art has said it's to level it.
Yes, it is, because you can probably see my lovely Neil made me this board from MDF because I'm a messy worker, and it's the best thing. But unfortunately, some of the boards or the floor is not 100% level, so you want to make sure it is as level as possible.
Hiya Tom, I'm JDing and Coke tonight.
Oh, is Tom there? Hello, Tom. So
Rusty's saying mixing stone coat in other colours will give you cells.
Ah, Rusty, thank you. I might add a little bit. I'm just a bit worried if it dilutes the colour too much. Alright, I am a sticky mess. So, that I'm not going to need anymore. Just going to get my hands in there and get that resin swirling around. Oh, something come off my glove there. And then I'm going to mix the base. Gosh, I find if I stick my hands in there, it's a lot better to connect with.
Can't see if that one's moving or not. Didn't see where they started.
Yeah, it is. It's moving. So I need that. See if I can put it that way. I really don't want to lose that, but I am going to drag them. I'm going to show you how I create flowers, and I'm sure you're probably all aware how to do this. I think it's quite fun. If in doubt, make a flower. That's what
Rusty
I say.
says just go easy with the stone coat.
Oh, is in the smell or how much you put in?
I'd say the amount you put in,
Yeah.
so you don't dilute the colour. Look at me, making it up as I go along.
You're doing good. Alright, let's see if I've added enough. Oh, I forgot where I put all my stuff. See that one there? I'm liking the colours, but it's diluting a bit too much. So I think what I'll do is come back with that, add some more black, add some more colour, go a little bit bolder with it all. And then see if I can replicate the swipes.
Marie's asking what you do with all the drips down the side.
My resin nipples, Marie, is that what you want to know? Down here. The ones that are falling on the floor, you know, they're my treasures. I pick them up and I use them in other pieces. But the ones down the side, they're taped underneath. You might not be able to see it, but when I put a heat gun under there, the tape will come away and it removes all those resin nipples. Has that made a smile?
Just trying to keep a straight face behind the camera.
Alright. So that is the white one. Have you got that thing for me?
That thing, there you go.
Yeah, I'm not very good with words. It becomes a thing or that, or a fridge. Everything becomes a fridge. It's like ice in a cake. I should get Marie to come down here, Shantae, a star. Do some art in front of everybody.
Should do.
Alright, so.
And Sophie and Chloe.
Oh yeah, are they still on?
Yeah, Sophie's still there.
There's Chloe. There you go.
Don't know if Chloe sat there or not.
Alright, so. Oh, this is getting so near the edge. Don't you dare fall off. I can feel that resin curing. I took on a big project, didn't I? 3 in one go. Alright. Lorez. Oh wow, look at that colour. Now apparently with this you don't need a lot at all. I'm going to apply a little bit and see if that's covered it or if I need more.
It's actually really nice, isn't it?
It is really nice. Let's see. What?
I'm not going to read that out.
What did she say? No, I need more.
Chloe is there.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
It's a funny comment there, right? I needed a tiny little bit more. I probably went in a bit too soft. Oh, okay.
Ellie's saying that Lariz are amazing pigments. Rusty agrees.
Yeah, it's my first time on them, so I'm super excited. Oh, that is just exquisite. I'm just wondering if I've got it. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. So I'm just going to add this in.
Hello, Catherine from South Africa.
Hello. Can you see this one in shot, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's going to happen with this. at that big bubble that came. It's going to feel like Christmas with this one.
So whose is that one?
This is Lorez again.
Lorez.
Wow, that is bright. Whoop. Just hope I've got enough colour to balance this out.
Marie's asking, do you pre-plan your colours and image?
Sometimes I do, Marie. Sometimes not. Today I just wanted to work with the stone coat bases, specifically to do swipes. So I've just picked colours that I wanted to work with to see what happens. The ones I'm using currently I've never used before, so this is really just me testing the pigments, how strong they are, what I can do with them, and hoping that I make something okay with them. That's the question. This one's a fairly safe one. These I've not worked with before, but apparently they are just stunning, so super excited. So, and I'm practicing the swipes, which I've not done before. So just seeing how they all interact together. So these may fail, they might be great. I genuinely have no idea, but I'm just willing to share it with you all, and then you guys teach me as well by sharing your wisdom of what is or isn't going to work together. So I might have added too much colour, I might not be able to see the beauty of these, but I can always fix it up if it's an absolute mess. But I do want it to, ooh, didn't leave enough. I might have to add gold. I was going to use the bronze in there, but it's not worked, so.
Catherine loves your creativity, and Lisa Jones is just said thanks for replying to her question regarding the resin box.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, and what resin do you use? This is Resin 8 tonight.
It is, isn't it? All right, let's have a go at this swipe, because I want to come in and sculpt my flowers. I'm getting all flustered. All right, let me give it a quick torch before. Marie, does this look like your cupcakes that you've ordered? All right, getting rid of the bubbles, but trying not to.
Not to burn it.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to heat it up too much, apparently. Otherwise.
What, that resin in particular? Or?
No, the stone coat base for swipes.
Oh, okay. Larissa from Aussie. Lisa's wondering if she can get Resin 8 in Australia.
Ooh, I'm not too sure on that.
Maybe Larissa can answer you. Maybe Larissa's used it.
Oh, this is very funky.
Wow.
I think we're having a 70s throwback here. It's groovy, baby. Ooh, that didn't work. Alright, so if this doesn't work, I've got other colours that I can just add to it and make it stunning, she says. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just pop the bubbles, let that set, see what the pigments are going to do. If it's not going to look where I'm happy and I've muddied it up, it's not the pigments, this is user error on my part, trying to swipe and probably not chose the best colours, because purple and orange make brown. But what I might be able to do is use this as the base and then come back with more, because the green that's coming through and that orange is just stunning. It's just there, it's very muddy.
Getting some cells on the white, on the purple. No?
Yeah, there's some cells coming. I just don't know if I particularly like the image that I've created with a swipe, but I think I might need to wipe my hands because they're getting so sticky I can't put my gloves on.
I can't help you there.
No, you can't. Alright, so let me go back to this one. Now I'm not looking what's that? I can't get my gloves on. Oh, next time, one piece of art please at the same time. At the same time? A single time.
One piece at a time.
Alright, let me pull this one back. Slowly moving it down again. Just want to get this more central.
So you're just tilting it to move them basically?
Yeah. I normally love them to be in my so I'm going to try and make these into flowers. So pull from the out in. Yeah, that one's definitely mudded. So it all goes quiet.
So why do you go out from the outside in?
Because I want to drag, I'll show you the difference. I want to drag, see the separation from the petal?
Yeah.
If I was to drag it that way,
yeah,
it drags the petal out.
Makes sense.
But I want to drag the petal in on this instance, so just to give the illusion that they are
separate.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all you need to do to create some groovy flowers. But what I am now going to do is, I really am in a bit of a tiz. Going to add, I really need, a bit of green for my stalks. This is not what I imagined to start with, but it's kind of cool.
It's quite nice, it's quite subtle with that green.
Is that your way of saying stop it, Sharon?
No.
Right.
I would never say that, you know that?
A tiny little bit of orange in the middle. Don't know why, I just want to do it.
Here we go.
What?
Nothing.
Overworking it. No, 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 you watch. I have a vision. It might not be obvious with a mess around me, but I do now. Oh, hair. Who's got long hair around here?
Probably the same person that blocked the shower a minute ago.
Okay, everything's gone quiet. We've still got anybody watching?
Yeah, this isn't updating at the moment.
Oh, has it gone? Is it? Have a look. Has it frozen?
No, that video's still going.
Okay. Oh, you can see that setting. Okay. This is where the concentration comes in. Seeing if I can do it. Alright, I'll move this one to the back. Alright there.
Yep, no, I was just going to log on.
Alright, that's that one. Done. Has it gone really quiet? Nobody's on if we've lost connection.
Yeah, it might have on there. I'm just logging on the phone.
So I'm going to ask you 3 simple questions. Would you like more time?
Always like more time.
Time for what?
I have no idea. Okay, yeah, that's just... So for some reason I might restart this one.
What, my...
Yeah, everyone's still there.
Oh, are there?
Sorry guys, I'll restart this in a moment.
Don't know if you can see my flowers.
So Karen loves the green colour. Gabriella. Hiya Gabriella.
Hey!
She's a newbie in resin,
Oh, good, you'll
but
be able
always
to see.
enjoys your art. What is the tape? Oh, tape on your sweatshirt.
Oh.
That's to...
It's just to cover a brand up.
Yeah. Naptime Creations, welcome. First time watching you.
Oh, hello.
Live.
I haven't done many lives, so...
The puddle pour colours are fantastic.
Thank you. I'm working on the other ends. I'm just, I've been practicing and seeing what I can do, and now I'm just having to come in and commit before I run out of time with the resin, which is very, very, very soon.
Monica's asking for a close-up of the flower, which we'll do after you've done that.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Yeah.
Definitely will.
Sorry everyone, our main screen froze.
You switched it on and off. Alright, so I can get rid of that one. I need you to help me just get rid of the stuff now. Out the way. Gold. So people that work with resin know that once it's at this time, you really are against the clock. So I'm sorry if I've gone quiet. I'm still here. I still have fun, but I really have to work because I really, even with heating it up, I'm not going to have much time left at all. So I just want to make sure I try and salvage these last two. Quite like that one. It's a very fun, happy piece. Very hippie-y. Hippie-y? Is that even a word?
Hippie-like.
Hippie-like.
This one's really frozen up.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dump that colour, dump that colour, got my tongue out now because I'm just concentrating.
So Lisa is saying that Resonate in Australia seems to be a permanent resin pieces company, so it might be named something else there.
Ah,
Possibly.
possibly, yeah.
Little Lulu.
Hey, little Lulu. All right. Let me get the things out here. I am super sticky. I'm like sticky to everything. I think I've seized my guns up and everything. Is that even possible to seize your guns up? All right. Oh, it's moving. Oh, look at that. Shocking mess there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I might leave that like that. I quite like that. I like the I like when you get some vivid colour and some blended through colour. It's just a personal choice of mine. I don't know if I've succeeded with the brightness of colours versus the where it's done here. I really don't know, so let's have a go. So I might have to sacrifice some webbing or cells for the cost of being able to oh, far out. For the sake of it.
Nina's saying she really likes the colours on that one.
Yeah, the colours are beautiful. I'm just trying to see how I can turn it into a piece. I mean, maybe it doesn't need to be a piece. Maybe it can just be as it is, but I don't know. They just have to be aesthetically pleasing for me. I'm sure they do for everybody when you're creating your art, but...
Your new studio would try to sort out the reflection you're getting on those pieces.
Oh, there's some big reflections.
Yeah, we're missing. Yeah, we'll sort that in the next place.
There's some little bit of cell action here, but not a lot. But I do like some of these effects that I'm doing.
Yeah,
The blending of the colours.
there's a lot of people like that. Karen, Naptime, and Little Lulu.
Oh, the little swirls, the Sharon swirls. I'm trying to think what it reminds me of. I've got no idea. Oh, see that there? That's where I'm pushing it.
We'll give Chloe a shout out. She's on.
Hey, Chloe! My beautiful, one of my beautiful nieces. It's so lovely. They are big YouTube fans. Very creative in their own rights. Love them to bits.
Lisa's asking, if you added heat, would it extend your working time?
It could, but there's a balance. Once it gets to a certain point, no, you can fight it, but even with the gift of a heat gun, there is only so much time you have working with it. Because this, believe it or not, on the box is a 15-minute working resin, and I've stretched it to how long?
Oh, it must be on, we're now half an hour on that piece.
Yeah, so we're doing good.
Oh, no, an hour.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I really have done well, considering. I'm just disappointed that didn't get this part exactly how I wanted it, the swipe, but I'm going to keep perfecting it, and it's all part of it, but I actually quite like that.
It's coming out really nice.
Yeah.
Rusty's saying your paper needs to be a little more firm and just use like a pencil width when you press down. Not too much pressure and go slow.
Oh, thank you.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Really appreciate that. All right, this one I've got a cold done. Just checking there's no bubbles in the other end.
We're hoping to move in about 4 to 6 weeks time, Tina.
Yeah, so everything's
It's a new build, so we
starting
just have to
get
wait.
sort of packed away, but for the first time I'm going to have like a proper purposeful space for art, which is going to be good. All right, can I resurrect this one that I messed up? I don't know.
Hello to Mandy.
This is definitely
Rusty's saying you all help each other.
we do. Oh, Rusty's so sweet.
Have you ever done a print of an image with another board?
Print of an image with another board.
That's
What
from-
does that even mean?
From Chloe or Marie?
A print of an image with another board.
Maybe that's when it's wet and you put it in like you were with those ones the other day. You push one on top of the other and then
Oh,
pull
maybe
apart,
we need
possibly.
to check that one. So what am I doing here, people? I am just seeing if
Right.
there is anything I can do here with this.
hi to Leslie
Oh, Leslie who?
Murphy.
Well, hello, Leslie.
Oh, I got one right. Marie's saying I got one right. Yeah, They're asking about when you push one onto the other. That's what you were discussing
That's what I
the
did
other
on
day, wasn't it?
the last video that I put up before this. Alright.
Is that called dipping?
It was called dipping.
Yeah. Thank you, little Lulu.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I might not be able to salvage this one, but I will have a good board. But I am not giving up because these are not the beautiful pigments, because the colours in these are just stunning. It is user error on my part, but time has got the better of me. But what I need to do is protect the two back ones. Moving quick now, moving quick. All right, Mr. Morley. I am going to try. Okay, this is not going to happen. Can you put your hands under there and move that to the back?
Sticky fingers, aren't I?
Come on, sacrifice yourself for me. Your clean hands for me. You can do it. If you're being cute. So I don't know if you can see any of those, but I need to make sure that's now level. Well, yeah. All right. So, what do I have left in colour? Anything?
Rusty's saying loves the process.
I love the process of me troubleshooting like a normal person, trying to salvage. All right. Let's see if the heat gun is going to save me. All right.
Marie likes the white on that one.
Likes the white on it. My Marie. My Marie likes anything that's different to anybody else. My sister Marie, make sure you do say hello to her, everybody. Marie, Chloe and Sophie, they are my family. My youngest sister, she is so gifted at art, and her two daughters Sophie and Chloe are amazing. I did pop a video up recently for you to see where I was over Christmas. But my sister Marie can paint absolutely anything she wants to paint, realism, but she prefers really, really abstract pieces. I like them, but they're not for everybody's taste.
Thank you, Rusty.
What?
Say, Neil, good man. I try.
So, gloves on. And I'm going to see what happens now this cools down. So Rusty, I can see what you mean about the white here. The white has caused a lot of cells to appear. I actually quite like some of the blending on this. I'm not too sure about that part there, but I can see what we can do with that. I'm just going to tip it a little bit and try and keep some of that bold colours, but at the same time I don't want to lose some of that at the end. I'm just going to swipe round and sort of see what that's going to finish like. I can't wait to really create some art with this Lorez. And what I mean by that is purposeful art. Come in here with an image. Just dragging it over the edge, and then
It's looking a lot better than the muddy.
oh yeah, now it's proper colours and it's not mud. The colours will do all the work for you in some aspects. There's a little bit of muddy in just there, but that's the green and the orange.
Monica loves that green.
It is a beautiful green, isn't it?
It is.
Just going to make sure I don't lose some of the explosion on here. What I might do is I'm just going to redefine my... Oh, am I going to be able to... I might actually bring you in for a close-up of them all, if I'm being honest. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
And I can talk through what I'm doing or what I have done.
Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, cover your eyes. You're going to get a little bit. Try not to knock it off.
It's got me finger. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, my finger got stuck in the... Oh, it's me.
What have you done?
Nothing. Nothing to see here. So, there we go.
All right. So, bring in and have a close-up of this one now. So, this is the one that I wasn't successful with initially. So, I've just come in. I up-tipped the colours and put my heat gun on it. And if you come in close here, there's some nice sort of marbling, little bit of effects coming around here. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. And some beautiful colours bleeding over each other. That green and that blue. So this will continue to change a little bit as the pigments fight each other. But I think the colours, not the artist, were the hero of the show for this piece. So I think this will dry quite nice. It's quite interesting and different. It's very Sharon.
It's looking quite spacey with the white behind it.
Yeah. I just hope that I managed to keep some of this detail, but I'm not really going to do too much. A little bit of brown has been created here, mud, but I don't think it's necessarily mud on this occasion. Over here, the back piece, just a Sharon flowers there, just a happy little piece. I hope you enjoy that. Just a little bit of orange in there. You can see that some of the flower has slipped off a little piece to be, but still okay. And this is the one where I use a stone coat base. I don't know if you can go in or angle that a little bit better. And created some cells, not a huge amount of cells, but some of the effects are quite nice, and it's definitely something interesting. It's definitely something that I would love to come back and revisit these colours when you don't have the pressure of live and continue working. Like I say, I am not a professional. I do not have all the knowledge on any of this by any means. But what I do have is a great community of people like yourself, keep going around, that are willing to share their knowledge and wisdom and also support other artists.
Flower one seems very popular.
Yeah, so this is a typical Sharon one. It's very 70s and hippie, but quite a nice little piece, I think. So I don't think it's been too bad. I don't think it's, you know, I'm high on paint fumes, but let's see where it is. But come back and have a look at this one now it's settling. So this is the one that I left while the very last, where I thought, yep, I've created mud. Let me just tip my cups on there, and I think it's quite an interesting piece. I do think it's very 70s still, but I quite like it. But I seem to have got a theme. I've got two 70s, and I don't know what you'd call this. Space, ocean, I don't know.
Swirly.
But just colour, beautiful colour. I'm glad that you spent your evening with me. Thank you so much, Neil, for helping answering the questions or relay, because I
didn't answer many.
Can I just say, next time I'm going to concentrate on just one and show that I'm a lot cooler than this normally, and that I can actually do somewhere. But come down here and have a look at some of these. So Marie, you really like these normally, which are the drip off. So this is unlike your baking paper, it'll dry like that, but I can pull that off and use it for art or embellishment. So there's some beautiful little sort of nuggets around here that you can use, so please make sure you do.
While you're there.
That was a beautiful one that's come off behind. It almost looks like a butterfly or a caterpillar. But yeah, does anybody have any questions before I say goodbye to you and thank you all for spending the evening with me? I'll give you some time to answer that.
So the flower one's very
You're all right, Karen. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Groovy,
Yeah, it is groovy, man.
Planetary.
Oh, is it very
Yes.
planetary?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
thank
good
you.
description.
Yeah, it does look like a butterfly wing. I could definitely see that. Anyway, the darker one has a face about 2 o'clock.
So using a heat gun and swipe works every time with stone coat.
There you go. But I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep perfecting it. And I just want to say thank you also to my beautiful family, Marie, Sophie and Chloe, for hanging out with me, and everybody else all over. So they all saying thank you as well, Neil.
Yeah, thank you very much. You're welcome. I sat in the corner drinking. I'm quite happy.
I will come back and show you how these turn out. I am going to try and do this weekly, so I really would love if you've got any suggestions, or if you would like to see me work with any colours, if you would like to see me have a go at something, because that will push me outside of my comfort zone, where I'm just learning with you all. If you've got any suggestions, I'd appreciate that. Or, you know, if you'd like to see Neil attempt to do some more art,
don't waste your time, guys.
he would love to do that, but
right after a tooth extraction.
Just don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. That will help me get my art out there, hopefully, and it's a great way for me to interact with you. I'm going to flick you this way now and see if you can see sort of me.
Nap Time is saying lovely work. Blue and gold with the swirls is her favourite.
Oh.
Maybe next time try out flip cups with resin.
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, what I can do is keep looking at any commentaries. Look at state of my hair. This is to try and protect it, because it always ends up in the resin if I don't. Yeah, Neil would love to take on the challenge again, I'm sure. And normally I do wear a mask, so I do have to remind everybody, safety first with resin, especially this stone coat base. You can definitely smell the gloss in there, and the minute you apply any heat, you can smell those fumes. So please do remember to wear your mask. Do not do what I do right now. But the Resinate is very low fumed, and
It is a lot better than
yeah, I really didn't like art resin.
Yeah, art resin. I can smell from my little office around the corner there.
Come here, Neil. Let me get Neil in here. Hey! Oh, your hair. You didn't want to go on with your hair not done.
Nah, that's all right.
All right. Have a lovely evening. Thank you all for spending your time with me. I'll see you on the next one. Remember to be creative. Remember to be original. Remember, I'm Sharon. I digress. Oh, you want to know the painting behind you? That's one of my paintings. So before I started doing the resin art and abstract art, I'm a big lover of oil paintings and doing an abstract form. So that's one of mine behind there. But anyway, bye for now. I'll see you later. Have a